Let's go now. 10-2 soft. Shoot.
On first down, Herbert dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
152 fighter.
54. Rabbit. Under 10. 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Pick up for the Jags and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Right there.
Any weapon.
It's been a long day for you.
Back to Mixon on first down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You're not ready.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
8, read.
59, Mike to 59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Tighten up.
Let's go.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. Dorsett making the catch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 87 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Lawrence And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Lawrence steps away to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Look at me. Zipper.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, exit. Now.
On third down, Lawrence. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2nd and 4. It's Kelsey on the ground. 12 yards there and a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hustle, hustle. Let's go.
It's right.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, Zoo. Hurry, hurry. 5.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bring it. Bring it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Silver. Silver.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". We own them. We own them. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Pilot, 64.
On third down, Herbert steps away. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Throwing on first down. Herbert, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Herbert on the move to his left. This is caught. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
On first down, Lawrence. Look at the spin. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
6-6, pull it high.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert flush to his right, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw on third down. Herbert being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Looking to throw. Herbert, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down, Giants.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
I got you, Pop.
Buzz.
On first and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Read. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wide, get wide.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you.
Hey, Sam off. Bravo. Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Coming to you.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert forced out to his left. He may try, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal, even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Watch the pass.
Ready.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Jet bomber.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
5.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon, 94 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check it out, Reed.
Yo, go.
Man, move it.
Now a give, right side. It's Moore. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles. Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Ready? 18 Gator.
59. Double dog. That's the way.
Now.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jaguars on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Check pass. Check pass.
Look at me. Zip. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to